Hello, I'm back again to talk about some tips for how you can reduce costs at your organization during these times with the virus. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about waste. This is one that we've started to think about quite a bit more for our clients. And what I want to do before I talk about how you can reduce your cost for waste hauling, not only now through the virus times, but also into the future, I want to give you a little bit of a background on how waste hauling and waste contracts work. So there's generally two ways that you can sign a waste contract with a major waste hauler. One is you go on a pickup schedule. So you'd say to them, I want you to come pick up my waste, say every Tuesday. So you'd sign that contract and they would come and pick up your waste every Tuesday. And you can set it for whatever frequency you want, but it's more of a scheduled pickup setup. The other way you can go for waste contracts is more of like an on-call setup. So as opposed to having a set schedule, you would say, we'll call you when we're ready. And one time it might take us 2 weeks to fill up the bin, and another time it might only take us 2 days. And the on-call setup is generally much less frequently used. The majority of organizations we see are actually going the scheduled route. So right now, there's a high likelihood that you at your organization are on a scheduled pickup. And if there's no one at your building generating waste, the waste company is coming potentially once a week and emptying an empty dumpster. And you're paying for that. And so there's a number of things that I would recommend you do when it comes to cutting costs. The first thing you can do is find your waste bill, look at your contract and your bill, and see if you're on call or if you're scheduled pickups. If you have a scheduled pickup setup, you're still getting billed by the waste company, even though you're not potentially generating any waste. So I recommend calling them and just saying you want to put that on hold, you want to pause that, and you want to maybe revisit that when you come back. However, I would recommend, beyond just pausing it for now, as you return back to business as usual, there is a lot of cost savings associated with taking the approach of we're going to go to an on-call approach as opposed to a scheduled pickup. Yes, there's a little bit more work. Someone will have to own that and go check the bin and make sure that it's full. There is some technology that automates that, but generally you have a person looking. However, the savings can be immense, and I can give you a brief story here of one of the clients we worked with. They're in the aerospace industry. We looked at one of their facilities and we found that they were scheduling pickups for once a week, and the bins were generally between 10 and 25% full. So they were paying every week for a company to come dump this bin, and it was only 10 to 25% full. So what we found is if they were to go to an on-call schedule and actually call in and get it emptied when it was totally full, it would save them about $15,000 a year. So very nice cost savings for them. Even if they didn't want to do that, and even if your organization maybe say it doesn't have the headspace for that, even for them moving to a pickup where it was every 2 weeks or once a month even would result in significant savings. So I want to encourage you, take a look at your bills and see what's going on with waste. If you guys are in fact on a schedule, get that stopped. And then long term, we would highly encourage you to look at doing the on-call approach. If you have any questions on your bills or you're not sure, send the bills over to Foresight. Somebody here would love to take a look at it and help offer our recommendations of how you could potentially keep your costs down for waste. Otherwise, stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.